Hey guys, it's Abbie from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with my weekly makeup basket. Ooh, listen, we're going to talk about products from the last 2 weeks, products that we are going to use for the next upcoming weeks. We're going to shop the stash, and yeah, that's about that on that. So if that sounds like something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Okay, we use these products for 2 weeks because we did a little mini declutter last week, which you guys love, so thanks for the love on that video. I also talked in that video how I launched my makeup makeup TikTok career. It's been going strong for a week now. I've been posting a little video every day, and it's all just different facets of beauty primarily. Like, there's some hauls on there. There are makeup of the days where I show like my makeup look and the products I use. There's one of those on there, but it's a two-parter, so ooh, we were getting there. Little self-care moment. Like, we're just doing stuff over there, so go check it out if you want content a little bit more often than what you get on this channel, because this channel is only about 1 to 2 videos a week, which I think is still pretty good. But if you're looking for like a daily fix, head over there. It'll be a link down below for you guys. But we're going to talk about the products that I use for the last couple of weeks and just kind of dive in. But before we do that, look what I got from Walmart. It's this blend. It's called Blend and Wonder, but it's a makeup sponge with case from Profusion. I think it was like $5, but look, it's a little cactus. Look how cute it is. I didn't open it because I wanted to show you guys the presentation of it. They had like green brushes too that were really cute. I passed on those because I have been wanting like a sponge case, and I know different brands have them, but when I saw this little guy, I just had to have it. So this is like silicone is what it feels like. It's obviously 2 parts and there's holes in it, and it came with a little sponge. Look, it's like a lime green color. How cute is that? And I like that it's big enough that any sponge will fit. I know Real Techniques has their version of this and then the Beauty Blender, but they make it only for their sponge. So I like that this one, I think pretty much any sponge would fit in it. So that will be really nice to have. But it's cute. I wanted to show you guys that. Anyways, moving along. So my makeup's been on my face for a long time today, so I might not come in too close today because it's a little spotty if you get too close. And I wear a mic for one of the classes I teach, and it picks up my makeup every time, and I try to fix it up, but I feel like you can just always see that it's not great after that point, but that's okay. That's all right. It happens. The shirt's from Walmart. You know, we're just so classy over here. Okay, here's what's on my eyes. It's been on my eyes all week long. I didn't actually use any of this makeup last week, so even though it's been pulled for 2 weeks, I guess technically I haven't used it for 2 weeks. But this is the ABH Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 1. This is the outside, and as you can probably tell, it is a purple tone palette that looks like this. Stunning. Like, it just looks so pretty, like, in the package. Like, just looking at it, like, that's a really pretty color story. Okay, I'm gonna come in, but don't be too harsh on me. It's a little mess, but I've been mostly doing like this purple crease look and then just switching out what colors I put on the lid. So primarily working in A2, A3, and then B1. And then using E3 here at the bottom as like a transition color, because that's really the only transition in this palette. And then the glitters I've been using is A1. It has like a little bit of a purple tint. This E1 is really pretty. It's kind of like a peach glitter. And I've used A4, which is more like a gold. So pretty. I will say though that this palette is hard to blend. Like, when you put the product down, it takes a really long time to get it to take shape, and then there's a lot of work that goes into like cleaning the edges, because I feel like once it's on, and I just really struggled to like clean it up, and so I kind of felt insecure about that a little bit. this week using it, but I have gotten a couple of compliments using it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I can kind of see why these palettes were purchased but not hyped much, because they do look really pretty in package, but they are really hard to work with. And I have heard that with these palettes, but I agree. I would definitely grab like more of a neutral palette, something I could pair with it, and use these like sparkle shimmers, because those are stunning. They're easy to apply. They have great pigmentation, and I really like them. So this might be more of a partner palette opposed to like an on its own palette, but no better palette for spring than an all purple one. So I have enjoyed my journey with it, but just not super easy to work with overall. We had pulled the Park Avenue Princess from Tarte. This is, well, both of these are extinct. Like, if you have them, you have them, but if you don't, you're probably not going to find them unless you buy them used. So this is a contour palette. I had said when I pulled it that I've had this for a while, but I've never really used it. But I ended up getting pretty good use out of it. I mostly like mix these three colors together, 1, 2, 3, just kind of dab in all of them and then apply it. And then I'll use like these lighter colors under my eyes. So I have really enjoyed using this for the week, but we will put it back. I love the LA Girls blushes. This one is just playful. This is what I have on today. Just so pretty, so easy to apply, it's so affordable. Like, I really enjoyed it. We'll put that back. I have enjoyed using the Marc Jacobs. This is the Finish Line Loose Powder. I will say I don't love this powder under my eyes. I think it looks a little drying under my eyes, but I do love it like set all over my face. But we'll put that back. That was nice to use for the week. Couple of highlighters. We had the MAC Oh Darling, which is what I have on my face today. It looks like this. And then also the Revlon Skin Light highlighter in 201. This is the Daybreak Glimmer, because they do have a few of them. These are a little bit of different tones, but still similar. I just really enjoy using them, so we'll put those back. Those are like, I love it. I just absolutely love it. Like, I gotta get rid of this. I can't do it. This is the CoverGirl Clean. I recently picked this up. It was like on super clearance at CVS. This is in 110 Classic Ivory. It performs fine, but this smell, I can't. And I literally will smell it on my face for up to 30 minutes after I do my makeup. And I was touching up my makeup before, and I didn't even put anything on this brush. I just kind of was blending stuff out. Oh, and I smell it. I just smell it. And I don't... I'm going to get rid of it. Okay? Decluttered. Decluttered. I don't want it anymore. I'm done with its games. Okay, we are going to still work through the Milani Bright Side primer. There's not very much in here, but we'll leave it in here. I did use the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot today as my primer, and I did like it. It's kind of like a silicone type feel, so I don't love those, but I don't mind them at the same time. It's not something that I'm like, ooh, let me go find one. I feel that way with like hydrating primers. But I do like these, and I will use them, and I'm happy to have such like a legendary product in my collection. Like, that's just so exciting to me. I didn't get to the Real Her Not Your Average blush, so I'm going to leave that in for a week. It looks like this. I don't know why I didn't get to it, but we didn't, so we'll put that back. We'll put back the Conceal and Hydrate Concealer from Revolution. Always love that one. We'll put back the Essence Melted Chrome. Love these. These are so pretty. When I talked about these 2 weeks ago, a couple of y'all commented that you have them and love them as well. Just so much pigment, like a true gift and treat to use it. We'll put that back. I'll keep in my normal eye and brow stuff. Nothing has changed there. And the only other thing I want to talk about, I did try the Flower Bomb blush color. This one is in Cinnamon. I just don't know how to use these because I put it on like a normal blush and I didn't set it with any powder because I was like, maybe it'll be okay without a powder. But then when I went to do my eyes, I kind of put my finger here where the blush kind of was, and I had a fingerprint in it that I could not fix. And nothing at that point would fix it because then products just got patchy on top of it. So I had to like wipe off like from here down and redo it. So I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to pull the Laura Mercier translucent powder and try setting this with that. I know a lot of people do like a blush, like a pigmented blush on top of a liquid blush, but it doesn't make sense to me. Then why are you using the liquid? If you're covering the liquid with a color pigment, then what did the liquid do? Longevity maybe? But I mean, I don't really have a problem with that. So I don't know, but we'll keep playing with it. I mean, it's me, right? It's me. But that's where I'm at with that. It is also time to read. I went into that too quick. Y'all needed a moment. We are going to get rid of the Dior Skin Forever. Look, nothing else is coming out. It'll spit a little bit, but it's not enough to do a full face. I have enjoyed my time with her. It's been so nice, and I'm glad that I used it up before it went bad, but she's out the collection. Alright, we do have the Milani Conceal and Hydrate, and she's been sitting upside down because nothing's coming out anymore from the pump. So we're going to try to scrape it out for the week, and maybe this will be the last week with it. We'll see what happens there. But that's that on that. Okay, I watched this TikToker who cleans, and so he shows like the house before and after, and he like does a voiceover to explain it, and every time he's like, and that's that on that. Okay. It's like, okay, too much time on the talk. Anyways, that was long-winded, but what we're gonna do now is shop the stash. I don't really have anything in mind. I know the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I've been really wanting to use that again, even though we used it semi-recently. But other than that, we'll just see what happens. Okay, if you're new here, here's my makeup collection. These organizers are from Amazon, and they are always linked down below. So, okay, do we want a palette for the face? Do we want... What do we want? Do we want singles? Do we want... Oh, man. Like, okay, you know what? I know what bronzer I want, so let's get that. Okay, here's my bronzer drawer, and I was thinking the other day, I do a good job of rotating these for the most part, but with that said, there's one bronzer in here that I have not used in such a long time. Any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses? Okay, too late. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer. And this one is in 04 Glow. I think they still have these with different shade ranges, but I have not pulled this in a long... I don't even know if I pulled it last summer, to be honest, because I think of it as more of a summer bronzer, but I don't even know the last time I used it. So we'll pull this for bronzer. When I was closing that drawer, I just saw here are a few other products I haven't used in a while. So let's just go ahead and grab them all out. So these are the Wet n Wild Hello Halo Little Duos. They still have these, and they are so good. I highly recommend picking them up if you find ones in your color range. So these two, I believe, are always around. And the one that I've used is Highlight Bling. So it's more like a peach color and then a champagne highlight. These are probably one of my favorite types, or I guess tones. I really enjoy using this. There's a lot of pigment. It's very stunning. This other one was sent to me by Angela, and I don't believe I've used it yet. This one is in Flash Me. So this has a little bit of a darker highlight and more of a pink toned blush, but still really pretty, and I'm excited to use it. And this other one, as it says, was a limited edition last summer. This was well, it's called Passion Season, but I forget what the actual collection was. But they had like different scents and different color tones and all of that. So I ended up picking up this because so many times I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's too dark, it's too dark. But after trying other ones like this and loving them, I wanted to just go ahead and get it and give it some love. I think I've only used it like one time. So it'll be good to pull and use these and kind of rotate through them and see if I have a favorite or how it goes. So we'll pick these little duos, and that will cover us on highlighters, blush, and bronzers. So we need to pick a eyeshadow palette. Alright, so this whole row is palettes. This one is face palettes, but everything else is eyeshadows. And I don't really have a particular palette in mind, but I have been trying to pull more of spring palettes. So this, of course, is always an option. The ABH Norvina palette, which looks like this. This is a classic. You might have it in your collection, or maybe have had it in your collection at one time. This one's really pretty, so I think this will be a nice one to pull for the week. But I do want to do a little scan to see if maybe there's a purple shadow palette that we've been neglecting. A lot of the ones in here are more neutral. We've already pulled this one a couple times. The Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. It's on sale on their website, and it looks like it's no longer available at Sephora, at least last time I looked. This Natasha Denona palette is also a nice like fall palette. I mean, really year-round, to be honest. This is the retro palette, but we pulled that recently, so we'll put that back. Okay, I'm coming back here. I remembered / forgot / remembered I have this purple palette by ColourPop, and it's called It's My Pleasure. And that is so pretty. I think some of these shimmers would look pretty mixed in with this Norvina palette because it has that row of like matte colors that are more transition colors. So that might be pretty to use together. And I feel like maybe I had another purple palette, but maybe I was just thinking of the It's My Pleasure palette. Sorry, I know you guys can't see back here, but let me flip through these. I need to pull this one soon. But this kind of screams more summer to me. The QAF palette or the Yes Please palette. Here's At First Sight by Christy Lee. That's kind of fall. I mean, really, you can do it anytime, but, you know. I'm trying to think of, like, bright colors. This one is Dream Street, the old Kathleen Lights one. Maybe this is what I was thinking of. Element of Surprise. No. It has a pink in there, but... And then this pretty purple, but I don't think that was it. Double Entendre, which is more of a neutral... Good Sport. Maybe I was thinking of this one because this one has the purples in it. Maybe I was thinking of this one. Let's go ahead and pull this one. We'll have these 3 palettes to use for the upcoming week. Ooh, a little variety. Look at us. All right. We already know what we're grabbing out of here. Mercier Translucent Powder. Classic. We're going to grab this guy to use for the upcoming week. We are going to skip over Pressed. We're going to skip over our primers, setting sprays, and etc. We do need a concealer, so let's just grab... let's pull another Makeup Revolution concealer for the week. This is the Conceal and Define. This one is in C3. Right, we have a few palettes just sitting on top, but we're going to skip through these foundations. I have some foundations separate in my project Use Up. We're going to skip these for now. And then we have some eyeshadow singles, but since we pulled so many eyeshadow palettes, I think we're good on eyes. Alright, I think we hit every part of the collection and picked some good stuff. Here's everything we shopped the collection for. We have the blush and highlighter duos, the bronzer, the 3 palettes that we picked, our powder, our concealer. What a nice little bunch we have there. And the categories I didn't pick is because I already have them in my collection. So some mascaras, eyebrows, and brow gels. Then if you come over here, we're going to use the Milani foundation. We have setting sprays, and then we also have lip products. So that's going to be everything that we use for the upcoming week. Thank you all so much for being here. If you're new, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.